See, that's it recording. Oh, it tells me the total bytes at the top. Easy.
That's beautiful. That's for sure.
So we live?
I don't know about live.
Oh god, please no, actually.
Here we go.
To Jurassic Park.
Oh, the shitty dinosaur. That's so good. Oh, that was a fantastic intro.
We spent far too long making sure that intro went really well.
Episode 2 of the House of Muscle Madness podcast.
Episode 1 still in post-production.
Yeah.
A lot of post. Polishing.
Lots
Yeah,
of polishing.
so much polishing to do.
Polishing the wire on that one for quite some time.
I found that suitably easy to masturbate to.
What, the polishing or the...
Everything, just the both, yeah. The intro screen by itself.
I just tend to just concentrate on John. And imagine that's me pushing the mushroom tip in.
The nuclear warhead. Have we got the next slide?
We do.
To discover our topic of the day.
Our topic of the day.
Our dystopia topic.
The beginning of the war on carbs.
Yeah.
On the immediate follow of upper
the beginning of the glycolythic era.
Into the glycolythic era of carbs. In hindsight, we should have definitely photoshopped some bagels onto this photo. But we
That would have been pretty good.
However,
we got a little bit
don't
of
worry,
action
we
in
made
that.
up for it. Don't worry. The war on carbs begins with the head of Monsanto, Gaston Farage, discovering glucose encased in coconut oil, obviously.
Protected by the MCTs.
yeah. Encased in MCT oil.
They can't release those hydrogenated carbonates.
Because they didn't have carbs back in the Stone Age.
Obviously
Yeah,
not.
obviously not. They did have Jeff Goldblum though. I fucking love that gif. That's in there for no other reason than it's just fantastic.
That was pretty awesome.
Have you seen the video of him where he's like, people ask me, is it Goldblum or Goldblum? I always tell them the same thing. How dare you speak to me? That's fucking you.
Oh,
I love it. Yeah, so essentially, the topic for today is why paleo is kind of dumb for pretty much everything, except like historical reenactments of the Stone Age.
Is it paleo to go to McDonald's and get like a double cheeseburger without the...
See, the only
buns?
thing about that that's wrong is the cheese and the bread. Not the fact that it's cooked on a grill. I mean, my idea of paleo means you can't have a fridge. It's not allowed.
Can you have cheese though? On paleo?
No, you can't have cheese.
Can't have cheese?
No.
Why?
Well, because
Not paleo,
pasteurization
bro.
was discovered in 1822, Mark.
Can you have milk though?
No. Despite there being animals that
surely you
could
can
kill,
have milk, because like
you could milk stuff.
you could milk like your cat.
That
or
would make
something like
sense. Well, not even. You could just find like, I don't know, fucking...
that. A cow.
I don't know
Frisian
what...
cow. Just
I was about to say, I don't
wandering
know what meat is officially paleo. Fish definitely is. And fishing was actually around in Paleolithic times, like the early...
Yeah, they used to fish up in Orkney 10,000 years ago.
Yeah, they've actually got research about that. I have no idea about what the fuck they hunted back in Paleolithic times. However, I imagine you could probably milk
Vegans.
Fish.
it. Vegans.
always hunted.
If it was mammalian, you could milk it, definitely. So I don't know why you can't have any fucking milk. It's just people getting super salty about milk and dairy products in general.
They probably didn't have salt though.
Huh?
No salt.
No, they were just salty.
What if you're Chinese? Can you have milk?
Huh?
If you're Chinese, can you have milk?
No. I heard that's like a super bad idea.
You don't have lactase apparently.
Yeah, I was
No
about
one
to
does.
say. Yeah, I was about to say I don't want to be super generalizing and stereotyping, but for the most part, I don't think people from the east side of the world get on very well with milk or lactose.
At least that's what Charles says, anyway.
I don't know, but I know everyone.
we all know that.
Eddie Juan's the guy that taught me the IBS International Handshake, which is just the elbow touch.
I didn't get that.
Just because you're so busy, like wiping your ass because
Right,
all the time
right,
with
right.
milk that you touch elbows instead.
I see. See, I got it now.
Good.
It's fair enough.
Yeah.
Get there eventually. Well, have we got any more slides, or is that the other one? Have we
This
not got-
we literally.
Where's bump it to?
Oh no, we might have one more. We have one more. I have to go back to the right scene.
Oh god, no!
I know.
There we go. when your back has to hurt from deadlifting because otherwise you're not doing it right.
Cool.
You're not doing enough reps to failure.
Sorry, guys.
Thoracic part. I mean, that looks like a joke. That's literally from like a chiropractic website. I'm pretty sure there's actually.
I mean, maybe it was a joke.
I think there's actually a chiropractor's that's called Thoracic Park, and I wish I was
That's
joking.
amazing.
That's a great name, though. Like, see if you actually. We were gonna put like a fishing pole deadlift on it and just like black it out against the red, like the dinosaur. But people had already done this for us, so I was like, "Yep, joke's already 90% done. Let's just steal it because
It's there, stolen.
Yeah, why do the hard work when you can just steal things?
Exactly.
Just crop the photo.
Credit to Google Images.
Yeah, thanks Google Images. Your AdWords are safe. But yeah, I think what we're actually going to try and half talk about,
Nah.
maybe not, is just the context of paleo dieting, or when it's appropriate, if at all. I would say anything that requires you to actually do anything productive is immediately out the bag, because you need carbs for your brain.
So what is paleo diet? Assuming we know nothing, what is a paleo diet?
Paleo diet is literally eating fish, nuts, and meat. And I think that's about... Oh, and coconut oil, because just obviously, like, people knew about liquid densities in the Paleolithic times, so they could just separate coconut oil from boiling water, because that's how you fucking fraction coconut oil. Please tell me that all corrected to what is pansexual before you went paleo. Because if it is, we need to find out what that
eat
is.
real food. Here we go. This is it.
Uh-oh, porn.
Oh.
Just go back to the image, although the doctor...
Is her shirt paleo?
No.
Shirt paleo?
Yeah, her shirt that she's wearing, is that paleo?
Oh, no.
Excuse me.
Yeah, so essentially you're not allowed to have any kind of dairy, or what? Soaked, sprouted, and fermented grain. So no beer, so you're instantly fucked.
Oh, fuck that.
Exactly.
Wait, they didn't have any sort of, like, alcohol?
No, you're not allowed alcohol in paleo.
When did the Paleolithic era end?
Fuck, I think Upper Paleolithic
Hasn't
ended
been-
like 20,000 years ago or something. I don't know. I did some very...
Paleo Pete keeps
I
you
did
going.
Paleo Pete. I did some extreme... Mark Bell, just by himself. I did some very shoddy
Nah,
Googling
Mark Bell
earlier.
doesn't mind milk and stuff. It's just
But this is the
carbs.
point of, like, they have eggs. And it's like, there wasn't record of domesticated, like, poultry or fowl until, like, only a couple thousand years BC.
What the hell's BP?
British powerlifting.
Yeah, British.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's wonderful. To the end of the, like, it's someone who can read.
Whereas you...
Peloistine.
I mean, it might be. We'll just do it on this, and then they can read for themselves.
It ended 10,000 years before British powerlifting.
Oh, God.
I've spelled that wrong. It's gonna be really embarrassing on a podcast.
I was about to say, just don't adjust
I'm
the
dyslexic,
scene
it's
until
fine.
you're like...
Oh, it's already on that scene from the image.
Guys, we come across so professional right now.
I know. But I mean, like,
Yeah, what is BP?
I don't know, before paleo, who knows? I mean, you know, it might be.
It probably is.
Either way, paleo is essentially eating nothing fun and pretending it's completely cool because cavemen did it despite you having a fridge and a stove and ways to, like,
Ah, fuck.
keep your food and from spoiling, which is completely un-paleo. If you
Paleo missed out on beer by 5,000 years.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's actually one of the markings of, like, an advancing civilization.
Oh, potentially 500 years. 9,500 BC.
Yeah,
They
because
missed it by 500 years.
one of the big things about advancing society was, like, their ability to preserve food. That's why ice was such a big fucking deal. But then people could also, like, preserve it in, like, fermenting. So you could, like, take all your wheat and instead of having it rot, you could just ferment it. I mean that you technically keep the calories around. It's just baby.
Are you allowed to have ice in your drinks on paleo?
Technically, no. Actually, that's a good
You
point.
say that though, but what if you lived like quite far north? You're like Russian paleo.
Oh, you're just mates with, like, Scrap from Ice Age or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
That stupid little squirrel with the big teeth. He can just get you. You can hook a brother up with some ice.
Yeah.
He might
You
be the
gotta
one that
swap him
milks
for
the
some
almonds.
nuts.
Is that not what he's
He
fucking
milks
chasing?
almonds.
Or what's he chasing? It's a nut, isn't it?
It's a nut, yeah. He's trying to get that nut.
Yeah, trying to get that nut.
Trying to get up in them walls, get that nut.
If that was an almond, that would be fucking... That's a
Milk.
conspiracy
10
theory
out of
waiting
10.
to happen. Yeah.
So can you have almond milk then if you're on paleo?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No,
How
you
the fuck do you
can.
milk an almond?
I don't fucking know. It's not got a nipple. Who knows? Actually, I know because
You're
I've
just
made
gonna
it.
be
I've made it from
terrorist with
scratch.
us now that we
I've
can
made it
change
from
the scene.
scratch before.
Huh?
It's
You're going to be a
disgusting.
complete terrorist with us now. We're basically just going to be Googling shit for the podcast.
Pretty much. Although you
I
don't have to.
I don't even have to type it all in. How do
Yeah.
you milk an almond's the first hit, not a cow.
So you need a blender then?
Yeah, that's not paleo in the slightest.
Yeah, but you could like hit it with a rock for a while.
You got
This is my point. You can't have fucking coconut oil in a paleo diet, and you can't just be like, oh, the MCT oil. Like, no, not allowed. You're not fucking. There's no way you could fucking boil and fraction off. Like, what's the fucking thing where they put all the oil in the big ass
Titration.
tube? Huh?
Titration.
Is that titration? I thought titration was when is titration when you have like the different like densities, viscosities, or whatever,
Yeah.
and they layer on top of each other, and you just siphon them out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you couldn't fucking titrate in the Paleolithic era. So stop your shit. You can't.
What if you knew how to? And you did
Huh?
it? What if you knew how to in the paleo? What if you went back in time? What if
You
you?
are a time traveler. I was gonna say.
Awesome. Yeah. How do you
What,
know?
what about Marty McFly? Does he not break the paleo diet? Marty McFly and Doc. Like,
Marty McFly.
they broke paleo.
Back, Marty.
We've got to stop all these assholes not eating carbs, Marty.
Yeah.
We got to go back.
It's your parents, Marty.
We're going back to 10,001
The gluten
before
intolerant.
British powerlifting.
It's your parents, Marty. They're gluten intolerant. We need to go back and start the war on carbs. Oh Jesus! But yeah, for actual like reasonable information, I essentially would not recommend to anyone who does anything that might require glycogen in any way, shape, or form.
So paleo means you're basically not allowed to eat anything then.
Pretty much, yeah. You're not allowed anything that would constitute like.
I feel that any like quote unquote diet that's like popular is essentially just like you can't have this fun stuff.
Are you allowed to have beef?
Yes.
But cows weren't around the Paleolithic era.
Doesn't matter. Some of
You're allowed
them
to
I've
have
seen.
chickens.
Some of them I've seen are like you're only allowed game. It's essentially like whatever Joe Rogan eats. Like that's paleo or whatever. I don't
You
know.
have to go out into the forest and catch your own food.
Yeah,
'Cause,
that's
you know,
my point.
that's
Like
how
you
the
can't
economy works.
store your meat in a fridge. That's not allowed. That's not paleo. You can't. Nah.
And you can't salt it.
Around. Nah, can't salt it.
So
Can't preserve it.
can't
Can't have
preserve it at
jerky. Can't have nothing. If it comes in plastic, it's not allowed. But I think I've seen ones that are actually like
No
you
coffee?
have to only eat elk. Nah, no coffee. That's,
See, I would actually respect someone who full out did that, but I don't.
wouldn't, because they're not a person.
No, but
They're
it's more
obviously
like
a
the amount of
lizard.
effort you have to put in. Whereas most people who are paleo that I know definitely still drink coffee.
Aye, because you have to make up for the constant feeling of shit because you're trying to like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
keto.
if someone actually was
You're
like
trying to
full on
fucking-
caveman, I'd
You're
be like,
burning
respect.
your own body parts to fucking live. It's like, aye, very good.
It's testosterone indefinitely. Is that paleo?
Yeah, trends paleo.
Yeah, you make it yourself. So
Dinosaur trend. Oh my god.
Dino trend.
Imagine you managed to fucking like distill some T-Rex.
now
nut
that's
juice
something I
into
don't want to
some-
Google.
Into some T-Rex, some very T-Rex, all the T. Imagine how much you would front load. Oh my god, it's
Tyrannosaur.
so jacked. You wouldn't have anywhere to bench though, so it'd be kind of pointless. There's no bench in the Stone Age.
T-Rex bench would be sweet though. It's got no rum.
Yeah, he's got no rum. He'd be the original like Ryan Kennelly. He'd just be fucking like shifting mad tin. I mean, he could also just eat anyone who broke his bench records as well, which is fun. But yeah, from what I understand is everyone's like, I just run better on fat. It's like, no, you fucking don't. Like, you run better because you essentially went through that trauma of adjusting to not having any carbs, and now you're just like, I'm not feeling too shitty. You're like, very good.
So what you've done is you went from ingesting carbs orally to having your body create them through glucogenesis.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're essentially
It's
boiling
exactly
piss to
what
stay
has
hydrated. Yeah.
I mean, so that seems like a pointless thing to do.
No, Marcus. What you don't understand is
I just work better on carbs, Mark.
is that the brain works more efficiently on ketones.
Okay, cool.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it pretty much fucking doesn't. It's like
Yeah.
not quite working on cyanide, but it's.
I mean, it seems like the body's come up with a way of creating glucose from proteins and fat.
Yeah,
So it would seem that the body maybe requires glucose to function.
maybe.
I mean, if there's something's produced an evolutionary pressure to
No.
create glucose for the body, then
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah, they would
You
have just
should
fixed it
have-
itself. Yeah.
glucose in your diet.
Yeah.
Bread.
You're also not allowed a car if you're paleo. Nah, not allowed.
No.
But then again, I don't think you should have a car if you're overly religious either, because you don't believe in dinosaurs, which run your fucking car. Not allowed. Not allowed. You're not committed. You're not committed.
You're allowed a
That's all.
Tesla.
Yeah, you're allowed a Tesla, 100%.
But there's plastics in that.
Doesn't matter. Fiberglass.
Plastics are all like. So now you're allowed like a fiberglass hemp-made Tesla.
You could go full red pill. Like all the red pills in the
Joe
car.
Rogan would be so happy if you made a car for about fucking hemp.
Well, it's got to be ran from solar, wind, or nuclear energy, though.
Yeah.
Can't be ran from gas or coal plants.
No. But like Tesla, you'd go full lecky. And you'd have to have everything, even the charger needed to be made out of hemp.
Well, but you could have copper. Copper's paleo.
It's fair enough, yeah, that probably is. You could probably mine that. Shit, you could probably mine if you like knew where to go and had like a pickaxe. You'd be fine.
If you can find it in Minecraft.
Yeah, if you can find it in Minecraft, then it's paleo. 100%.
So Minecraft's definitely paleo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can make cake in Minecraft, so maybe not.
But that's through like milking a cow and like
Yeah, you have to grow
finding
wheat milk.
eggs.
But
Yeah.
you don't have cows, though.
Oh, maybe Minecraft's like 10 years AP.
Yeah.
After powerlifting.
After powerlifting.
APP.
The like
ABU.
when civilization started when British powerlifting became a thing.
Civilization started.
Yeah, Gaston Farage is actually a time traveler.
2007.
Yeah.
He's actually one of
In
those.
fact, it used to be GBPF, so actually civilization started like this
2015.
year. 2 years ago.
I fucking love all the rounds whenever it's New Year and you get those fucking idiots who are like, "Happy birthday, world! 2018 years old. Well done." You're like, "Oh, fuck off."
Oh, please die.
Yeah, please.
So
go
much
away.
wrong with that.
I see. Big rapper B.O.B. is fucking kickstarting something to like kickstarting a satellite launch to prove that the Earth is flat.
I read it was initially like a
He's literally
spaceship, and then he was like, "Oh, maybe just a satellite."
Oh, maybe let's calm down, lads. Let's fucking lowball it and go
I
for a
was
satellite.
all aboard, like sending him to space would be great.
Just fucking stick a GoPro on one of those like kind of upmarket hobby rockets you can buy. That'll get it to low atmosphere. Loads of fucking universities do that all the time. Do they not?
or just like use the photos from the space station.
Right. Let's assume he's actually super wanting to do it, but he fucking sent like there was those idiots that sent like a chip buddy into orbit or whatever it was from like Yorkshire or wherever they were
I don't
from.
know if they were sent a chip buddy.
Fucking
Right.
They sent a it was like a mince pie or a chip butty or something. They sent some random pastry into low orbit just because they could. Because they GoPro'd the whole thing. I suppose he probably wouldn't want a GoPro though, because those are fisheye lenses. It just makes it look more round.
Surely like a Yorkshire pudding in the orbit would.
See?
my
They fucking
God.
sent a pie. There was like loads of crust puns and everything. It was fucking great. See? Look. Fucking fisheye lens though. It makes it look curved. Definitely flat.
That's the only reason.
Yeah.
Right, I don't know.
But he also featured on a song with
That's
Kate.
Make
Look at
it big, man.
Me
Come
and
on.
potato pie.
Look at.
3, 2, 1.
There's a dude in a butcher's hat. This is definitely
Good
a
lad.
butcher. Oh, Wigan. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Pretty sure this is on a balloon.
Yeah, hydrogen balloon.
Yeah, easy. He could do that.
Changed
He
the
didn't have to
pie's
kill it.
molecular structure and made it easier to eat. A pie's not difficult to eat to start with.
That is some upmarket.
See, look, it's flat.
That is some
It's flat and see.
The best one I've seen is that dude who took a spirit level on an airplane.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so good. So it's literally like a sped up GoPro footage of him with a fucking spirit level on his little tray. Like the tray on the plane, just watching it and being like, that doesn't change. Obviously flat.
Probably
Like,
wouldn't.
oh my god.
Okay, maybe not so edible.
Why wouldn't you eat that? Like,
What waste of, what waste of a fucking pie.
not even like this is your one chance to eat something from
I mean, it's
space.
gonna be
Space pie.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold. Like
Oh yeah, but like you could eat something that's been to space.
that's the one
and you're
time
like,
that
nah, I
like,
don't
all
want
of
to.
the
It's been
big
out-
like
been outside.
yeah,
It's
all of
dirty.
the space
fuck off.
debris that's like circling the Earth just
So
fucking
is
hits the pie.
that how you make a Cornish pasty paleo by sitting in the orbit and then coming down like it came down from the heavens? The gods have gifted us this steak pie.
Religious pasty, yeah. It would be cold
I feel
as
that's
fuck.
I
though.
feel that's a fairly expensive way to make paleo food.
I mean, if you really want a steak pie, but imagine you had a steak pie in the last 5 years because you've been on paleo.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think no.
Yeah, no. Gotta go low orbit steak pie.
Yeah,
100%.
So
I mean, if it's not a gift from the gods, then there's no way that you can have the steak
It'd be
pie.
pretty cool.
so that's 2 business ideas this week then, Will.
Yeah.
So there's the pies that come from outer space,
Yeah.
and then your jam.
Atmosphere cooled pie. Oh, and Wesley Snipes jam. Yeah, Wesley Snipes jam. Such a good idea. I'm 100% doing that. Evade taxes, not flavour. So good. Plus,
Made from beetroot. for that authentic colouring.
it's also very, very deep purple, much like the man himself. But having that low orbit pie, it would be cold as fuck, but that's like a really expensive way to like flash freeze goods.
You could just heat it up in your micro. No, you can't. Can you?
No, you can't. No,
You don't have a microwave.
Go with the fire. Just make a wee fire.
It has to be a wood burn stove. Can't be anything else. Can't use gas. Not allowed.
You have to use like kindling though. You're not allowed to use like briquettes or anything like that.
You essentially have to be like
A caveman.
No, what the fuck
Bear
is
Grylls.
primitive technology on YouTube? It's literally some dude who just goes out into the woods with absolutely no audio. It's just like a mic sitting in the middle of the woods and he just builds shit. So he'll like go out and like make like clay bricks out of fuck all. Like he'll get wood, make the mold for the bricks out of the wood, go like grab the mud and go get the water out of the river. He's like Minecraft IRL. It's fucking ridiculous. He just makes a load of bricks. Like builds a kiln to fucking furnace the bricks in and everything. It's great. Starts all his fires by hand, all that shit.
He's paleo.
Oh, he's very paleo. I mean, he could also
Or,
just
like,
be eating McDonald's
yeah,
off camera, but he's definitely paleo.
He at least like has the knowledge to do it.
He's also hella ripped and he doesn't do CrossFit, so fucking told you so. Don't need to do CrossFit.
I just have to do a calorie deficit.
Yeah, calorie deficit of being...
Which would be really easy on paleo because you're not allowed to eat anything.
Yeah, pretty much. You're just allowed to eat vegetables and meat.
But you're not though. Unless you actually go out and kill it yourself though.
Oh, yeah. If we're talking strict paleo, you have to go hunt it. You're probably going to be in a calorie deficit all the time. You're definitely not
What if
gonna
you're
be
vegan
able to-
paleo?
You're dead. You're just the weakness that got eliminated.
Like, what?
You're just the weakness that got
That's
taken out.
literally like you could maybe get some sensu beans and that's about it.
They're definitely not paleo.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Piccolo isn't paleo either.
Definitely not.
That was green.
Yeah. Oh, fucking choking myself with Monster. Not good.
When did the Paleolithic era end on Namek?
I don't know. Probably about the time, what the fuck is his name?
It got blown.
Super Kami Guru showed up.
By the time Frieza blew it into
Have
about
you-
100 different pieces.
Have you watched DBZ Unabridged before?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yes.
so funny.
Yeah.
I need an adult. I am an adult. So good. That show's actually better than the real Dragon Ball Z. 100%.
Because it doesn't take about 4 years to get
Yeah, it
to
doesn't
that
take 4 years to get an
It's
episode.
like
And
throw
also,
a punch.
Yeah, and also the banner is good. Mr. Piccolo is Mr. Popo is terrifying on Dragon Ball Z Unabridged.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've kind of established that your body pretty much needs carbs, and that it will essentially do the equivalent of boiling your own piss for water to make carbs out of other shit. However, your body does not run better on piss water than it does on just, regular water. I run better on piss. Just drink my own... I mean, Bear Grylls is obviously the exception that proves the rules, because he just drinks his own piss 24/7.
They like the taste. Steroid and like the taste.
He's pretty much like a human equivalent of the International Space Station. Just like all the water just comes out of him, just gets instantly like recycled and drunk back in it. I'm fucking amazed they've managed to do that as well. So like any loose water on there just gets like hoovered up by the AC and just turned into water. And they like worried about the electrics. That's what a fucking thing I found the other day is, Ken, you know how they were like, America spent ages making a fucking pen that works in space, and the Russians just used a pencil. And they were like, no, they fucking didn't, because graphite is a stupidly good conductor and will definitely fuck with all the electronics. So they did not use a fucking pencil, because it would have blown up shit all over the place. They actually spent a load of money on pens for that fucking reason. Because the Russians used pencils, and if you like flake off a bit of graphite and it gets into the system and like bridges a connection or something because it's a conductor, shit goes very wrong.
Space is dangerous, yo.
Space is really fucking dangerous. It's also really gain rapey as well. That Scott Kennelly guy that came back from 2 years or whatever, or a year up in space, was like pretty much had muscular dystrophy, and he was training like 7 times a week. He was doing like 2 hours of lifting a day on that like ARAD or whatever it is. The like compensated resistance fucking, I don't know.
NASA squat rack.
Yeah, the NASA squat
Pretty
rack.
much. It's
That
great.
essentially is like a floor and a rack combined. It's just like a sandwich that just like squashes you in the middle. It's pretty fucking cool.
Getting DP'd by gains.
Yeah, pretty much. But they have to. I thought that was really cool. I was like, imagine you were the strength and conditioning coach for space.
Yeah.
But yeah, they get mad bone density.
Yeah.
loss. Like, mad bone density.
Yeah, because that's
loss.
why we looked into. Because that's why they started the vibration plates. It's for people.
Yeah, for those.
But
fucking-
like they stopped it because it would the frequency at which it would like resonate would like shake things up, like instruments off the end of like the space station.
Yeah,
because like the whole thing would just start fucking rattling, and like
just
things would just like
rattle to
fall
bits.
off, and they were like, okay, we're gonna stop this.
Just like exercising the space station to bits. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. It's been quite fun looking at all the research they're doing into how badly like your bone density thing. I think that's going to be one of the big things that big old fucking Elon's supervillain Musk has to fix out. Is like
Mars.
how the hell people won't die on the way to Mars just from like no
Artificial
gravity.
You somehow do it.
Just ram them full of tests, like boys.
It's just the bone density thing. It's not even the gains thing. It's like I think they took samples from thingy's hips or something, like hip and low back bone density. Tanks.
Crossfitter.
Yeah, he's not. He looks like Ross Kemp. That dude. He's fucking mad in it. Or that dude from The Shield. What was his name?
Ah, he's awesome.
Yeah, that bald
he's
dude.
called Vic anyway.
Yeah, that
Oh,
guy.
that's
The guy.
amazing.
He looks like the cop in Breaking Bad. That's somehow like so shit at his job that he can't figure out his pal is like making meth all over the place. And we're like, oh, my pal's got super cancer and lost his job, and suddenly there's really high quality meth appearing right next to me. Awful police detective.
I would do more police work, but this crack is just so marsh.
Maybe that's it.
I mean, that's a really good way to lose body fat. And like, sort out, get shredded. Just
Best pre-workout going.
yeah, take crack. Rich Piano was a big fan of that, apparently. Have you
Oh,
seen the
alright,
footage that got
peace.
leaked to him? Like his missus put it up of like him just totally spacing out before a convention. He's like out his mind on some pain meds or something. He's like not with it. Not John Cena. He's just like not with it at all.
You can see him.
Yeah,
He's
you
there.
can very much see
He's
him.
there out of his tree.
I don't know if he could see himself. He's so fucked. He's pretty bleak. I was like, damn son, it's pretty fucking grim.
Who would have thought that a guy that went that far, at the extreme of like steroid use and kind of body dysmorphia, would also have some form of narcotics
Yeah, gateway
affliction.
drugs.
Yeah.
It's like, what is another needle? Who knows? You just got to balance it out, eh? Just got to balance out that Jack 3D.
Man, I heard it. Yeah, I
Some
heard he started
heroin.
on creatine. It's a gateway drug.
Especially if you put it in your socks. Oh my god, that was my best. That was so good. Back on the old T-Nation, when T-Nation was good, they had
T-Nation never good.
Oh fuck yeah, T-Nation was good. Back like with the 10,000 guys versus a bear thing, that was the best thread ever. They
I think the
invaded.
best
They
thing about
invaded.
T-Nation had nothing to do with training.
Oh yeah, nothing to do with it. Like when the shoe for body fat thing, great. Creatine in the socks was the other one.
Poor man's Musk.
Yeah. So essentially, yeah, but Misk ended up helping that super obese dude who was like fattest guy on Misk, and everyone was like actually shit talked about it losing weight. So that's no good. That's actually helpful. T-Nation off topic was just 100% useless. They invaded a knitting forum at some point, just asking all these old grannies on a forum if they even drop stitch bro and stuff like that. It was fucking dumb. But they had the creatine in your socks thing, which was some dude who'd fabricated like the front page, like what's it called, like the summary, like the study summary or whatever it is. I didn't
abstract.
do the universities. He fabricated an abstract for creatine osmosis in your feet. So like putting creatine in your socks before you go to bed, so you like osmosize creatine and just gains that way. Just sweat it into your feet, and people were like, "Oh, this is really good. It'll save lots of like time on like making it in supplements and hydration and shit." You're like, "Oh my god, what are you fucking people doing?" It's like he has photoshopped it. Calm the fuck down. I really want to think that someone somewhere put creatine in.
Oh,
their
no,
socks.
yeah, they would have done.
Definitely.
Just in case.
That would have happened.
Yeah, just in case. Because you never know. Like, imagine it did work.
I mean,
If we're
you
all
do
the,
know.
yeah, if we're all the stupid ones.
I don't think.
That was how Rich Piano started.
Yeah, yeah, that's his gateway of just like it's the secret no one actually tells you about.
Yeah.
Putting creatine in your socks.
The steroids are a sideshow. It's the creatine and the
Yeah,
sock
they're
is the
just
real
a
secret.
supplement.
Yeah.
There's
Imagine-
a supplement to creatine socks.
Yeah. You actually did that to your mate, and he starts doing it, and you just start pinning him while he's asleep. It's like, he actually
like
gets like
absolute
super
next
hedged.
level.
And he's like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna keep this to myself and not tell anyone."
Googling acne from creatine use.
Yeah. Just getting.
I'm not really
gyno-
getting anything.
Like just getting dressed, being like, "Oh, my nipples, my
this
nipples
is
are really
sensitive."
sore." Must be all the creatine, bro. Must be. There was a great. What was the
It's
other
an
one?
anabolic.
Yeah, there was a good one with dudes who, when those wrestlers in like, I'm imagining it's Iowa because it's always fucking Iowa, died from like compartment syndrome or something. They got like fucking super severe dehydration and compartment syndrome. I think they hit rhabdo as well. doing a weight cut, and everyone was like, "It was the creatine," and you're like,
When
"Let's
the
fucking."
same thing happened with Florida or Texas, like American football team, and loads of them died from heat exhaustion and dehydration, and they were all blaming creatine. And it was like it was like 45 degrees Celsius, and the coach was made them do a 3-a-day practice. So it was literally practice 3 times in one day, and fucking 45, and the whole dumb remember the Titans is wars for the weak. You're like, shut the fuck up. Wars for people who don't want to die.
Waters for the living.
Wars for the alive
fucking
people.
monk.
Dumb fuck.
Yeah, they're like, wars for the weak. You can't get any. And you're like, okay. And then 4 of the players died. You're like, good one.
Pretty sure all the coaching staff got a suspension, and then they blamed creatine for a while because it causes dehydration. You're like, so does not drinking any water.
So does pressing 3 times a day in 45-degree heat, not drinking any water.
That causes a lot more than creatine ever will.
Yeah, so does the desert. That's where you fucking live, you idiots. It's Texas. Despite all the flooding, Texas is arid as fuck. It's not quite Arizona, but it's getting there.
Except for when it's not. And then it's really not arid.
Then it's about 10 feet underwater. And everyone's really mad about it.
So salty.
Oh man. There was some good foods. There was some cool stuff coming out of that. I like how loads of people chinned off rescuing people just to rescue dogs. They were just no. Dogs are better than people.
They are.
Yeah, 100%. Actual factual. If you don't believe me, wait till a dog tells you a lie. I'll see you there. You'll be waiting a long ass fucking time. But yeah.
So what about that paleo?
Oh, it's just so dumb, man. If you want to lose weight, you can pretty much do anything that's a calorie deficit. That's what it boils down to.
That's a conspiracy made by the government.
It is. It's made by Big Sugar. It's also
Big
Pharma. Yeah, they're no. Big Pharma is for
Big
all the
Monsanto.
chemicals. They're the guys who actually have cured cancer and are just not telling us so they can make loads of money.
Because they wouldn't be able to make money from curing cancer.
Yeah, no, that would never work.
No.
You'd never ever be able to patent that ever.
No.
No one, never worked. It's not super fucking long lasting drugs are super difficult to manufacture and require really high end equipment and all that shit. Nah, it's not. It's just because they want to keep the cancer cure for themselves.
So only a small percentage of the trials
That's
are
why
actually...
no old white dudes die of cancer ever. Because they don't have all the cure and all of the money. Oh wait, no, they do. They definitely do.
I mean, Steve Jobs should have got that hooked up.
Exactly. If Steve Jobs actually
There's
died
only
from
one
it,
person in the world that would get hooked up with that from Big Pharma. It would probably be Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he just got cancer because he wore a turtleneck. I don't know what's the problem. He was also a fruitarian.
A what?
He just ate fruit.
Yeah, I was talking about that as well.
He chinned off chemo to
that's
eat
right.
fruit and
Yeah, he...
be like, I'm a cure my cancer by eating kale.
Well, I feel a lot less bad for him then because that's fucking retarded.
Yeah, that's.
I'm gonna chin off these cancer-killing drugs and I'm gonna eat carbs.
Yeah, it's super sad. There was some dude in the UK who did that not too long ago. Some actual competitive bodybuilder guy. It felt so fucking. It's one of those things where you're like, that's really dumb, but I'm just kind of sad he thinks that. So he essentially forgave. I don't know.
Forgoed's the correct usage of the English language in that scenario.
Chemo to just eat healthy to try and sort out his cancer. He went from a diet of Monster and pizza and 12,000 calories and rakes of gear to
my
having
question
quite
is,
serious cancer.
Why
He tried to fix it with
why
food.
why don't you just do both?
I don't. That's a revolutionary idea.
Shit!
Imagine that. Imagine also.
Pat!
Imagine
You do this!
hedging your bets.
And chemo!
Yeah,
Tag team that cancer!
hedging your bets and drinking the Hulk cum things that Joe Rogan makes, whilst also receiving the actual high tech medical
So
drugs.
the funny one about chinning off your chemo and then only eating fruit.
Veg.
I mean, to be fair, chemo's not paleo, so...
But it's more fruit's
definitely not.
super high in sugars.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's paleo, though.
And
Sugar-
but cancer literally grows off sugar. So
I mean, it's not really paleo, though, because it's been selectively bred over the last, 10,000 years.
Yeah. That's what I love about people who are like, man, GMOs are so bad. You're like, we realize we've euthanized vegetables and fruit essentially into being amazing. You need to calm the fuck down. If this was actual non-interfered with fruit, there wouldn't be any, and we've all died ages ago because we can't fucking feed this many people.
We've been GMOing this entire time. Now we just know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Now we're just
Like,
taking
oh,
it to
no.
that next level of actually like.
We made it way
selecting
less
shit.
likely that crops are going to have a really shit yield and not be able to feed everyone. Oh, woe is us.
Hey guys, we can cure world hunger. That's not paleo.
Well, I think I'm.
I mean, you're right. There's nothing wrong with that statement.
Yeah, I'm actually going to eat organic things.
It's not paleo.
And then like throw 10% of it in the bin just because I wasn't hungry. They're like, aye, very good. Oh.
So what do you eat off? How do you store your food if you're paleo?
Well, see, that's my point. Of like everyone who's like, I only eat paleo. You should only eat
Plates,
paleo.
knife, fork. That's not paleo.
No, none of that. You should eat with your hands, motherfucker. Eat with your hands or a stick.
Yeah,
That's my
stick's
point. Of
paleo.
like, if you're gonna commit, like, fucking commit.
You'd use
Like,
a sharp rock.
I could at least like Amish. Those
You could
guys.
have a slate plate.
Hmm?
You could have one of those fancy like slate plates.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's hipsters are paleo.
like a roof tile.
Yeah.
Yeah, just eat off a roof tile.
Yeah.
Can't clean it with dishwater though, or anything antibacterial. That's not allowed. You also definitely
What about
need to
aloe
dodge your
vera?
vaccines.
You
Vaccines
can't
are
really, you can't use tap water either. 'Cause tap water's not paleo.
Yeah, vaccines are also not paleo. Can't have that. You need to be dodging the smallpox as well.
Smallpox is paleo.
Polio also
Yes.
kind of sounds like paleo, so that's definitely paleo.
That's paleo.
Yeah, definitely paleo.
Heart disease isn't really paleo, but cancer definitely is paleo.
Cancer's
I
not-
don't think you live long enough to
Yeah,
get cancer. really
cancer
paleo.
and heart disease aren't always paleo though, because like as you say, you'd be dead first. So
But that's literally, there's a whole fucking money-making thing going on with people, like, branding sugar as evil because there was that link of cancer cells might benefit or, like, are slightly bettered by having sugar. And everyone's
Well,
like,
so you
oh
need-
my god, sugar causes
yeah,
cancer!
the only way they like replicate is via glycolysis and therefore sugar.
Yep.
So like if you'd have
But then
zero-
also when you're paleo, your liver fucking makes glycogen anyway, so... Herpender.
But it's
more
still
just
in
them
you.
being
You're
like,
ju- you're just
carbs
not-
causes cancer.
Yeah,
like,
your
no,
body
it
just
doesn't.
wants you to die, effectively, is what's happening. funnily
Ultimately,
enough.
it's oxygen that kills us all.
Yeah.
So stop breathing. Pretty much. And fucking ROSs running around stealing fucking things,
That and that
stealing
dihydrogen
carbon.
monoxide,
Yeah.
filthy chemical.
Stealing hydrogen from them cells, degrading the tissues.
That dihydrogen monoxide. I love that one.
Yeah.
Of like the critical thinking meme of like dihydrogen monoxide. Look what it does to metal, and it's got like a big fucking corroded, like oxidized bit of steel, and you're like, yes, it's just water though, innit? Like, just calm down. But I mean, that literally goes on loads of stuff. People are so fucking up in arms about Monsanto and sugar and all this kind of
So
stuff.
have you seen that you're now part of the devil's brand for drinking Monster?
Am I?
Oh god, have you not seen that
See-
video?
See, this week we can get this up.
Yeah, okay. Just essentially, there's some overtly Christian woman talking about how Monster is the devil.
I just thought I'd give a shout out to Monster Energy Drink, which are way fucking better than Rockstar, which sucks.
Yeah, we would like all of your monies. please.
Monster, you can go ahead and you're one of the few companies that would take your money, and I would totally bum you.
Failing
You would
your
take almost any company's money.
Nah, I wouldn't take Rockstar's money. I'd
profe-
definitely take Monster,
professional integrity. Let's
Yeah.
be serious.
Look at your
Full
envelopes.
screen it.
or just screen it full stop.
Full screen. Full screen.
Yeah, no, I need to change
He's
the
got to
scene
press
first.
the button, man.
Push that button.
God, we're so fucking.
There's a gap right here in the letter M. It's never connected. So you go into Hebrew. The letter
Hebrew.
Vav is also the number 6. Short top, long tail. Short top, long tail. You could have here in Hebrew 666 on the can. But my interest is the word monster. What do you see in the O? There's a cross.
Okay.
What has Christ got to do with an energy drink, let alone the name Monster? So I thought, well, maybe this is a Christian company then. BFC at the bottom of the can. Do you know what that stands for?
Big fucking
That's the
cock.
F word. Big can. In fact, they write it on the side of the can, so I know that's the F word.
Okay.
Now, do you know what a MILF is?
Yes.
That's
Oh,
on
yeah.
the box.
Not
MILFs dig it, and you will too. This is not a Christian company at all. So why
don't know if
is
they-
there a cross on the can? Here is the message. Antichrist. 666 in Hebrew, and then the Bible talks about the beast in Revelation. And look at Monster's ad. This is their statement. You see these M's everywhere. Hats,
got the idea.
I mean,
How
imagine that was actually what they decided to make Monster.
Yeah,
like
as
the
if they're
Hebrew.
sat there being
What I love
funny.
about that is, like, she's generally fallen for the mistake of, like, thinking that employees of Monster care that much, like, in depth
Yeah.
about, like, their branding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
But
most of their
imagine-
branding is like, this sounds fucking cool.
That's cool though if they did that. If that was actually how they made the M.
Yeah, they
was
definitely
the
didn't
Hebrew
just look at the M and
666.
they were like, let's make it look like an animal, like tore it in material.
It was so
or
much
some
cooler
shit.
though. It was like Hebrew 666.
Oh yeah, but they definitely didn't. They kind of were just.
I
they
mean,
were
but,
probably
like, let's just pretend
let's
it
make,
was cool,
like,
though.
some fucking rad looking M as they all sat there with their backwards caps and their sunglasses on, being like, "Unleash the beast."
Yeah, exactly.
Now they got backward caps and rules.
Yeah, so you're essentially like the Antichrist now.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
just
pretty much.
the devil. To be fair,
May as
Dungeons and Dragons was also the devil.
But then
back
that
in
also
the 80s.
that also means that
Am I
they
good at
have-
being the Antichrist? Can I be like the best Antichrist in Edinburgh?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's something you could do.
Cool.
You're not
I
gonna be
finally got my calling.
Yeah, you're not going to be the best fucking coach.
No,
but
no,
you're
obviously
the
not.
best at something.
Obviously not.
Triple down on what you're good at. R.I.P. Gary V. Giving the best advice. Just triple down on being the Antichrist. Maybe not. That might be a bad idea. That woman definitely hasn't seen that film with Schwarzenegger and Johnny Depp, the one that's about the devil.
End of days.
Yeah, End of Days. Where it's like,
Fantastic.
but the 666 is upside down and reversed, so it's actually 999. You're like, you're like, oh my god, that's like that's like the plot twist of the whole film, by the way. Spoilers.
You usually do spoiler alerts at the start.
No, that's no use to anyone. You have to spoil it and then spoiler alert because you know. But yeah,
Bran brings down the wall.
Bran
brings down the wall.
Yes, he does
Yeah.
With a shovel.
with a shovel, a dragon-shaped shovel.
Bran the Builder's shovel.
Yeah.
It's trowel. Bran the Builder's trowel.
Yeah. Bran the definitely unfucking builder, who's definitely the white king in Game of Thrones. He's definitely got into that classic fantasy trope of like, oh, I've discovered the prophecy, but now I must fulfill the prophecy, even if it means being a giant dickhead to everyone. Like, well done, good in. Or just like, I'ma not be a dickhead, but then end up actually being a dickhead in trying not to be a dickhead. Self-fulfilling prophecies. Fucking hate that. It's like the most cliched writing ever. Do you see George R. R. Martin tweeted because those guys are going out, like Ygritte and Jon Snow, and he's like, another wedding to plan.
That's fucking brutal.
It's like, oh god.
Can you imagine there's like a fucking mass murder at that wedding?
It just happens, just by coincidence happens.
Rains of
Like,
Castamere come on, like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what a funny story. So starts like stabbing people. Like,
Yeah, stabbing pregnant chicks.
That would be so funny though if you were like doing the music for that wedding and you're just like, hey. Just started playing the Rings of Castamere, just like, wait.
Stabbing chicks right in the fetus. The diaphetus. That's what happens in the Red Wedding. He kills
Spoilers.
That's season
Spoilers!
3.
That was
Fuck
ages
off.
ago.
Yeah, if you haven't watched season 3, like, what the hell are you about? I still see people like that. Like, fair enough, like, people don't watch Game of Thrones, but, like, if you start now, like, you need to, like, marathon it or just ignore the internet until you finished it, because it's almost impossible.
Or not care about.
Or not care about spoilers. But
Like, you gotta
everyone you
accept
ever liked
If
dies.
there's a series that, if you haven't watched the series after like a week of it being out, tough shit.
Yeah. Like, we can hold off for maybe a bit longer, but fuck that. Like, you're never gonna get away on the internet. Like, Lad Bible or some dickhead will fucking throw up and be like,
do it for the likes, fam.
yeah, just do it for the likes. Do it for the gram. Man, I miss the Vine. We were just talking about that.
Never really
Kind
got
of
into Vine.
Huh?
I never got into Vine.
Lots of people did, but then it just
Me too.
died because the company went bust somehow because they couldn't work out like
Couldn't
a revenue
monetize it.
stream. Yeah, they didn't have any like decent monetization options or anything.
Awkward.
Snapchat's kind of also taken over. I have no idea what the fuck. I got rid of Snapchat as soon as I realized Davey added me on Snapchat. I was like, nope. Seeing as our friend Dave decided to send, as soon as they put in that like reverse video feature, literally spent a good work hour at work, like filming himself taking a shit and then putting it in reverse. So he was like filming it coming out and then like putting it in reverse just so he could send it out as like a jobby just like flying up into him. And I was like, I don't need this app anymore. That's gone.
Deleted.
Yep, it's the same reason I don't have WhatsApp. I'm like, nope, don't need any of that. And now Dave's deleted Facebook, which is fantastic for my eye bleach needs. I don't need to go on r/eye bleach anymore. You should 100% try it. Have you been on 50/50 on Reddit? That's great. For anyone watching, 100% do this with your friends. It's essentially a Reddit where it's a random image generation and it's a 50/50 chance, and it will usually either be something cool or something disgusting. So it'll be like...
won't put it up on the
No. It's just like 50/50. Cute,
let's do it.
Cute kitten does something, or man's face after motorbike accident. And then you just have to click it and risk it. It's not good. It's not good for your mental health.
So, first one, Scoot Dog sitting nicely. SFW, Asian man getting ran over by moped and bleeding. SFW.
What's the most safe
Oh,
for work?
safe for work. Boo.
I got the dog.
Yay! So yeah, that's the risk you take, though. Oh god.
I love the concept of like safe for work and not safe for work. I'm like, there's literally nothing here that's not safe.
Yeah, I was about to say, when you own your own work, it doesn't really matter.
It's all safe for work.
Baby deer winks at camera, plane lands on deer and it explodes.
Oh god.
Come on, plane. Yes!
Advert.
I got the plane, baby.
Oh dear. Does it actually land on it?
R.I.P. in pieces.
Jesus. That is paleo, to be
It just
fair.
fucking missed the shit out of a fucking deer.
Elk is definitely paleo. I don't know if plain splattered elk is less paleo because it's plain splattered, but
It's got
still.
high nutritional content.
Yeah.
Because you get some heavy metals in it.
Highly tenderized. It's good your heavy metal. Get some rubber in there as well. Just fucking burnt tire. That's one of the things Joe Rogan links that I love is that like nature is metal or whatever it is. It's just like really savage shit that happens on like people filming nature. It's great.
Cute kid in a feather bed, man gets cut in half by katana. Apparently that's safe for work.
Oh sweet. Sounds safe for work.
No, as a kid.
You can click it again. It randomly generates.
You got a kid, yeah. It definitely doesn't usually got a kid in 3.
Really? I thought I read that. I thought that was a fucking big mind blow to me because I saw that in a thread that was on about the 50/50 because they were on about the creepiest shit you'd ever seen. And one of them was like, some guy put this as the worst half of a 50/50. I was like, oh god. Because I figured it was pretty safe to like put something disgusting and then obviously like not have it show up, but I think you actually submit both images to the website and it just like pings out one. And that's like the luck you draw. So like different people could get different things. It might just be based on your IP or something. I don't know. Nerds will figure it out. Nerds find
Refresh
a way.
your IP to it again.
Nerds find a way. Oh god, that's totally apt for paleo. We were so worried about if we could, we didn't think about if we should. Jurassic Park. The circle's completed. Conspiracy theory confirmed. Smart Water could also send us free stuff if you really want to. Brand.
Yeah, that's like Coca-Cola Company. It's fucking
Oh,
evil.
Big sugar. Big evil.
Big sugar.
I do like that when Mike Israel was doing his like GMOs are actually totally fine. I was like, if Big Pharma wants me to like completely like buff GMOs, send me that money. Like I'm 100% about that money. Like you could definitely pay me off and I'd totally push your brand. That'd be totally fine. But until that happens, I'm gonna be like, wow, GMOs are totally fine. It's like send me all the money for it though.
All that GMO money.
Yeah, people are mad worried about GMOs as well as paleo. People are like, non-GMO stuff. I was like, if you really want non-GMO stuff, just fucking grow it in your garden.
But you literally can't have vegetables because every single vegetable we have is GMO.
I was about to say, funnily enough, the seeds that you buy to grow your own coriander will definitely be GMO.
The coriander you're growing is GMO.
Yep, there we go.
Coriander's GMO.
Yeah, it's like, it doesn't mean it's grown in a lab like in Jurassic Park. It's just...
It's been genetically modified.
That'd be a really expensive way to grow coriander.
Yeah.
Is to fucking
Lab.
like extract it somehow from amber.
Yeah. dig up prehistoric fossilized coriander seeds.
And then like
Clone the genetic material.
then genetically modify it.
Then genetically modify it to grow it. Fuck! Oh no, fucking... Oh, so many billions wasted. All those guys who died digging this up in Mexico. Oh.
Splice it with a reptile.
Yeah. Oh my god, like a coriander lizard. Be like that Pokemon with mushrooms on it. You could just have a walking farm. That would be so good. That would be so organic.
Coriander
You could have like free coriander sword. You could have a free range herbal dinosaur.
That's what you'd have. Banana sword, coriander sword.
That's definitely a Digimon. Second to Pokemon, obviously. The
That'd be a nightmare though, because then they would then roam around everywhere. You'd have to go fucking hunt them every day.
That's how you get your cardio.
Yeah, cardio. You'd have to hunt
Yeah,
fruit.
enough cardios.
Oh my god,
Pure
you could hunt
paleo.
fruit. You could sell that to like super rich white people.
Sell that to me, that'd be
Like
funny.
Tom Brady
If I had
would
to
have
hunt a fucking banana dinosaur, that would be better.
You'd have to cull all the potatosaurs though, and the mesosaurs.
You would definitely
Kill
run out.
on sight.
Yeah, it would 100%. It would get out of hand so fucking quick. What would they eat?
The other dinosaurs.
So would a bananasaur be carnivorous despite it being a plant?
No, it would eat the other plants on the other dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Nothing but
You just build up some sort of like mutually sustainable.
Yeah,
nothing but
ecosystem.
Pokemons all the way down.
Yeah. It would eat the little.
What's the base of the food chain eat?
That's what I'm gonna. Yeah, that's what I don't know. Like the grass doesn't care. Like that shit's gonna outlive everybody.
You just eat grass then.
Yeah, it must have to. Just be really awkward when you killed, like, assuming, like, normal dinosaur sizes, like, several tons of bananasaur, and then all the bananas go off. You're like, sweet.
No, you just pick them. You don't
Oh,
have to
just
kill the
follow, just
dinosaur.
pick them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're clipping their toenails or some shit. Just
Yeah.
pick off
Yeah,
bananas.
that's probably how it would work.
More
That would
sustainable.
probably be super easy.
You
I
think?
mean, aside from having to genetically modify a
I mean,
completely
as
new
soon as
strain
you
of
started like putting them in pens and stuff, though, they're not paleo anymore.
No, they're not free range because
No.
they can't range really. You have to just leave them around. That'd be super agricultural viable though. Just have like one farmer has like a bananasaur that he just harvests off, but he just has to go find it. Just put a bell on it or something. Easy. Fucking.
Billy, this bananasaur's been in our family for generations.
Oh god, that sounds like such a good fucking idea. You could definitely sell that to like Tom Brady level white people. Like they sell them like hunting reserves
bringing out a
in
new book.
Texas. God, his book is the dumbest of dumb. He literally is like, oh, if you stay hydrated and drink at least 2 liters of water, you won't get sunburn. You're like,
What?
yep, exactly. I wish I was making that up. I really wish I was making that up.
You
He,
can
like,
sure
doesn't-
throw a ball, though.
Yeah, I was like, this is why you're an athlete.
Yeah, you can read a defense.
And not a doctor. It's like, you can read a defense, doesn't mean you can understand how fucking things work. It's really annoying though, because he is literally the most unathletic motherfucker ever. It's literally like third string out of college, almost 200th pick overall in the NFL draft, which is deep as fuck. That's so deep. That's like diamonds in Minecraft level deep in the draft. And yet he's the most successful quarterback, arguably, of all time. Literally just from working and like understanding stuff. Has no athletic. I think I could run a faster 40 than Tom Brady. Possibly blindfolded. The only thing he has is he's 6'4", and he's real smart. And he got a coach that was like, oh damn, if we get this real smart kid who works real hard and surround him by other real smart kids that work real hard, we'll have a fucking football team, let's go! And they've won like five rings in the past like 10 years or some shit. It's been super successful. Whereas everyone else is just like Scott Cochran level, just like, yeah! Just fucking working out. Like, we do 2-a-days. Why? Because we've always done 2-a-days. Like, solid logic. Don't change anything. It's great. Worked in the 80s, it's definitely going to work now.
We're gonna do 3 days now, out in the sunshine.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, players might be dehydrated. Let's give them some pickles on sticks. Yeah. I wish I was kidding. I wish I was kidding. And that's the NFL. That's not even college. Who was that? Who the fuck was that? It was a Hard Knocks. Miami. It was Miami when they were out in the fucking heat and they were like, they had some poor assistant from the fucking athletic department dishing out pickle sticks. It's Pickle Rick! Like, pickle sticks. It's pickle sticks! Dishing it out to these guys. Which, fair enough, pickles are delicious, but it's not a super high-tech, like, hydration. Like, you have millions of dollars. You could do better than pickle sticks. Like, you could just do, like...
Water.
You could literally... yeah. You could literally do water, maybe some salt and some sugar.
Although, so how do the two LA teams hydrate then?
Oh, fuck
There's
knows.
no water.
They probably have enough money to pay Nestle for all the water, or whoever the golf courses get it off of.
More pickles.
Yeah, more pickles. They import pickles. It's getting to the point, like, I
Think
really...
of pickle sore.
Yeah, pickle sore.
That's what we need.
Pickle.
Pickle sore.
Pickle. Get here, you little cunt. Pickle.
Oh,
My
yeah.
guy's dying over here. Pickle.
They all have to say their own name, because that's how Pokemon work. Oh, God. But yeah, the I still don't understand how a city literally that populated with that much money and literally the IT like computer technology hub of the universe is right next to the fucking ocean and can't work out how to get any water. Like, how do you have any droughts? The ocean is like there. All of you go hang out on the beach and worry about how unhydrated you are. Like, how? Don't understand.
Impossible.
1 out of 10. Don't understand.
Impossible.
But then, big Yao Ming. Impossible. That dude's mad good. He fucking was telling loads of Chinese folk that shark fin soup actually has sharks in it and you shouldn't eat it because it's bad for the sharks. And they were like, really? And he was like, yeah. And they were like, oh, okay. Literally all he did, but apparently because, again, the big evil government stops them having proper internet because they can't just Google like
Big shark fin.
Yeah, big shark fin pharma keeping all the shark fins for themselves.
That brings up something totally different.
What's that?
This big shark fin. No, I just doubt brings up soup recipes.
But yeah, they stopped it. So he's been like, guys shouldn't eat sharks. It's bad for the sharks. And they were like, that actually has sharks in it. And he was like, yes, shark fin soup has sharks in it.
He was literally called shark fin.
You dumbass.
Yeah. Like, bird nest soup also actually has bird nest in it. Surprise! It's fucking gross. They take that stuff, some bird that like essentially like hawks loogies and sticks its nest together with the loogies. They go and find the nests and like siphon the loogies out and make soup with it, and that's bird nest soup. And you're like, that seems like so much work for something that's fucking disgusting.
Fuck no.
Yeah, like, what's wrong with fish and chips?
What's wrong? Not paleo, bro.
No, it's not.
Shit!
I mean the fish is.
The
fish is not battered.
The chips are not. Yeah, you can't have battered fish. So essentially, just fish.
Yeah.
Fish is paleo.
Can't batter your fish.
Fish
yeah.
and fish. You can batter your warhead, but you can't batter a fish.
You can batter your wife as long as you're in the NFL. As long as you're in the NFL, and then you can.
So if you batter your wife,
yeah, then you can protest.
That's paleo.
Yeah, then you can protest the mistreatment of black people, but you can also kill people and batter your wife, and it's totally fine.
I don't like the mistreatment of black people as paleo though.
No, 100% no. But that's the dumbest thing about that is the fact that they're like, nobody came out, like no one was like peacefully protesting or like kneeling at the anthem when some dude who killed 2 people in a nightclub got off with it. They were all like,
don't know who you're talking about, Will.
Totally above board. But then Kaepernick does it to like fairly enough protest like the LAPD because it's the LAPD
just shooting people.
Yeah, straight up shooting people, and some of those videos are fucking horrific. It's not even like was it a gun? Was it? It's literally them just shooting handcuffed people and shit. It is so dumb. But then you're like, police training in America takes 6 months. You're like, I understand. I understand now.
It's the other end of the coin, though. People being like, he's not being picked up as a quarterback because he's black, and he kneeled during the anthem. You're like, no, it's because he's shit.
Yeah, it's because he's awful.
Like in like the last 7 games, he has like 7 completions, 1 touchdown, and like 5 ints or something stupid like that.
Also,
like,
Kaepernick is multiracial. Like he's definitely not white, but he's not like. I'm pretty sure he's fine in terms of like money. I'm pretty sure he got a solid degree through college. Also, teams don't want to deal with a drama. They don't want to be like the team that has that guy that's kicking off everything, so they're just not bothering.
It's not even that, it's just his shit.
Mainly because most
the
general
Browns
owners
would take
will
drama
be like,
over what they got.
If it was like the equivalent person of Tom Brady doing it, as in like as much as he's been like, this is all not very good, lads, was his protest essentially. Not taking a knee or just being like, this is all not very good. Should fix it.
Poor form.
Yeah, poor form, lads. Again, being 100% PC about
That's
it.
so white.
Yeah, being very Cape Cod.
Guys, come on, just do it.
Yeah, if your general owner is like, will it help us win foosball? And you're like, no, it's going to actually cause a lot of negative press. It's like, don't care. It needs to help us win foosball. That's about as good as the business meetings get in the NFL. Like, will it help us win? I mean, unless you're the Cleveland Browns, in which case I have no fucking idea what's going on.
Because you're just pick up 6.
Yeah, you're just so awful. You're just so awful forever. Forever unclean. Forever unclean. Baby Ruxin, forever unclean.
How could a team be so shit for so long?
Because their coaching staff and front of house is just awful. Like, literally, the Patriots won last year, 2 years ago, with a majority, like, I think over 50% of their defense was from the 2012 Cleveland Browns, like, draft class. They literally took people from, I don't think anyone in the NFL is, like, truly awful, otherwise they wouldn't be there.
No single athlete is bad.
Yeah. No single athlete is bad, but, like, how they work with the system, and then how the system works in general can be very bad. Like, you watch the Redskins guys getting RG3, like, the QB at the time, who was, like, first round draft pick quarterback, doing, like, hella weighted pull-ups, like, with the old, like, scapula Marxism going on.
Scapula Marxism.
Severe fucking seizing the means of protraction going on. Fucking doing hella weighted chin-ups with, like, partial range with some dude who gets paid to be a strength and conditioning... Yeah, too much money, just standing there shouting at him.
The worst thing about
Scott
RG3 though is like had a small tear in his ACL. They were like, we have a chance at a playoff game. Strap it up. You're playing again.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, full tear of ACL.
Not like look after
out for the next season.
Yeah, look after
never return to football. Great.
Not look after your first round draft pick. Like look after the investment you're trying to help build the franchise with because he's a good personality and gels with the team. He's literally got a fucking legitimate injury that if you fuck him up, his career, like easily career-ending ACL injury. And they were like, nah, strap it up, fucking rub some dirt in it, let's go play. Funnily enough, he's not. I don't think he's even in the league anymore. Literally went to be a backup.
Don't know.
He ended up as a safety, so a different fucking position on a different team's practice squad, not even the team, and has just disappeared. Actually, I reversed my previous statement. Trent Richardson is shit. He is.
No, he has great physical...
Actually, no, you're technically right.
He has great...
It's
if you
the
look
system.
at his talent, he
It's the
is
system.
fantastic.
Yeah.
He just can't understand unless you use coloured shapes.
Yeah. It's like you need like a HUD visor on his helmet.
Yeah, apparently
with
legitimately
Google
at
Maps
college.
with like a route planner
So
on it.
he was a running back, and legitimately at college, the way they practiced in routes is they put coloured shapes in the back of the offensive line and just told him to run to like the blue circle, and he'd run to the blue circle.
Yeah, it
and
was
that would
literally
be him.
fucking Blues Clues level football plays. It was some dumb shit.
Freak athlete, but like,
Oh, monster.
my god.
Yeah, absolute monster. Was squatting like mid-twos for fucking 8-10 reps, easy. And he's like maybe 230, so like 100 kilo body weight. And so squatting like
Beast.
2.5 for reps, easy. Doing fucking handstand push-ups and all kinds of weird shit. Totally viable, just not very clever.
That's actually really paleo. Being
Not being
being
very clever
retarded.
and just being a complete beast is extremely paleo.
Is
Not-
it though?
Huh?
yeah, because they were more jacked
Yeah,
than us.
they were
back
jacked
then.
as fuck.
That's
survival
why they're better
jacked.
at everything.
Survival check.
I mean, I don't really know how you get
It's
jacked.
because
in a
they had
calorie
nothing else to
deficit,
do but lift rocks.
Yeah, I don't know how
Or the
jacked...
calibrated rocks.
Calibrated rocks.
No,
IPF
so it wasn't
approved
IPF approved lifting, but like,
That was BP. That was BP. Powerlifting.
yeah.
Before the IPF approved
Before
rocks
calibrated
started,
rocks.
yeah. And everyone started to ascend to the moral high ground.
Everything is in stones instead of kilos.
Yeah, that's where the stone's weight comes from. Just a stone. Just some dude picked one, and that was it. That was the measure of stone.
I mean, you joke, but that's pretty much what a kilo is. It's just a lump of metal in front.
They're starting to phase that out.
Yeah, I know.
They're
but,
actually
like,
phasing out the kilo to make
it's
like...
just, that's what it is.
Because there was that video on that the chick that had like the perfectly spherical graphene thing. Essentially, if you scaled it up to the world, the difference between like the highest mountain and the lowest depth of the ocean would be like 14 meters or something. That's how accurate it was, which is fucking mad. But they had this like perfect sphere, and they were looking at like, because it was by the number of atoms in the sphere, and they were looking to redo a kilo to, instead of being the thing that's in
this
France.
lump of metal in
Yeah,
France.
it's a lump of metal in France that they have like 5 exact copies of, and even then they're all different, despite being stored in the same room but in different like vacuum containers and fuck knows. They have like you could fuck up the world with mediocre terrorism if you just went and like knocked all of those over.
you just go and like
everything
shave
off.
some stuff off, and then
Yeah.
everyone's kilos wrong.
I'll just knock it over. Just push all the plunks over and just have them roll on the floor. That like literally the dust, any dust alone, just sneeze on them. That would fuck the world.
That's how you make your record stand forever.
Yeah.
You never have a calibrated weight again.
Yeah. Write the IPF. Write Gaston a letter saying that you personally altered the measurement of a kilo to have a better Wilks. Just have a better total by means of just fucking with the actual system measurement. But yeah, they were altering it so it was like the number of graphene atoms contained in the sphere is equal to a kilogram. So that if the number of atoms will never change, then they know how much it is. As in they can be like, but what is a kilo equal to? And you're like,
This.
X amount of graphene atoms.
X of graphene atoms arranged in a sphere. Done.
Rather than, well, go down to the safe in France.
Yeah, it's actually stupid. It's stupid dangerous to go there as well. It's like armed guards, all kinds of stuff.
It's worth it for the Wilks.
Yeah, it's worth it for the wills, actually. Getting those extra 5 will points to then come second. It's fine.
Do it for the gram, fam.
Do it for the gram. Oh, bad.
So, paleo bad.
Paleo bad in any athletic endeavour, ever.
In any endeavour. Ever.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you want to perform any sort of task to a good ability, eat carbs.
Yeah, you kind of need carbs.
Carbs good.
Carbs good, no carbs bad.
Coffee good.
Coffee good.
Coffee good, even with butter in it, great.
No.
Have you ever tried that stuff? Like
Yes,
the caveman
weirdo.
coffee?
Yeah.
It's not great.
I mean, they didn't have butter or coffee caveman times.
No, they
Definitely not
didn't.
paleo or MCT oil.
No, they didn't. You couldn't. There's definitely no way any fucker had worked out how to climb trees to get coconuts. I mean, this was
probably
coconuts
could have
fall,
done.
actually.
Probably
so never
could
mind. But even then, refer to my previous point of distilling the oil, like titrating the oil from
They
boiling
didn't
water.
definitely grind it and run hot water through it.
Yeah, hot water is an invention that was definitely not paleo. Like, no one was like...
Oh, it might have been. No, if that
well,
fire
because then you'd need... What would you heat it in?
stuff.
As rock.
Fucking good luck melting a rock or like heating
No,
a
you
rock
just find like a
significantly.
ball-shaped rock. Well, come on, you're so narrow-minded.
I'm so paleo-minded. It's the lack of carbs giving me closed-minded vision.
Damp wood.
Yeah.
I still don't think that would heat up
Your
enough
hands?
to separate. Over a fire.
Yeah. They were tough back then.
Yeah, they were hard
They
as
were.
fuck. Walked
They were-
15 miles to school in the snow there and back.
They were tough.
School's
and classy.
definitely not paleo.
No, school's not paleo. There you go. If you have a higher education, you immediately forfeit paleo because you went to university.
I mean, how did you find out about paleo internet? Well, that's not paleo.
Yeah, there you go. You can't do paleo unless
What
you,
about if you read it on a stone tablet?
unless you
That's
are
paleo.
like Stig of the
Oh,
Dump.
writing's not paleo though, so.
Unless you're Stig of the Dump or Mowgli.
Yeah, it's done in
You're not
pictures.
paleo.
Yeah.
How would you draw paleo? Like describe to someone who doesn't know what paleo is in pictures on a rock.
MS Paint pictures.
That's me on a rock. You have to do it on a rock with like no tools
Well, I'm
apart from
using
other
the rock
rocks.
Just draw a stick figure with a penis for a head. That's paleo. I understand immediately everything that you entails.
Yeah, it's 100% convinced. I know not to eat dairy from some dude with a bell end.
What's dairy? Paleo.
Yeah.
now you're getting it.
Yeah. I don't know. Have like... Because ticks aren't paleo either. Like the whole like tick cross marking system wouldn't have been invented then.
Nah, no form of Italian.
No form. Yeah, you can fucking do it.
That's Bronze Age, but not paleo.
Yeah, essentially, if you're Mowgli or Stig of the Dump, you're paleo. Otherwise, you're not paleo.
How much fucking drugs is Mowgli on, by the way?
In the Jungle Book,
Yeah.
All of them.
I don't know if there's any eucalyptus
Talking
in that
bears
jungle.
and fucking talking panthers.
Don't know. Probably just the isolation has just got to his brain. It's just addled him to the point where animals talk, like that guy in Life of Pi with Richard Parker, the tiger.
Not seen it.
You not seen it? So some
I'm
some-
aware of what it is. But
Yeah, some kid gets marooned on a boat and just ends up talking to a tiger because it keeps him like sane, as in like the
Who said it
constant.
doesn't?
Oh yeah, the constant. Well, the constant fear of the tiger like gives him like motivation to do shit. Because otherwise he would just like
Get eaten by a tiger.
have no carbs and die and get eaten by a tiger. But yeah, if the tiger wasn't around, so ungrateful as well. He fucking helps him in that canoe and everything. It's just a fucking asshole tiger. Should just let that thing.
I mean,
drown.
it's a tiger. I'm not surprised if it's an asshole.
It's just the really awkward moment when they find land and he's like, oh shit. Like, if I let the tiger off, like, I mean, the tiger's free, but also the tiger will eat me. You're so fucked either way.
Can't feel this is some form of metaphor for stuff and things.
Oh, I don't know, maybe. I didn't see it. It was trippy as hell. That film, if you watched that film when you were high, you would have had a good time. 100%. It was very Technicolor. Not quite Fantasia level, but getting there. Tigers are paleo.
Are they?
If you hunt them yourself, yeah.
If you're like African paleo rather than like North.
What,
North
Eurasia
Europe.
paleo?
Yeah, Eurasia.
I'm pretty sure paleo just counts to fucking... Oh, what was the name of the continent before it all separated? They had like the mega continent.
Pangea.
Yeah, something like that. That starts with a P as well.
Although Pangea is not paleo because it happened way before paleo. Like hundreds and hundreds of millions of years ago.
But Mark, the Earth's only
Oh, sorry.
18 years old.
Hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, there we go. That's better. I was about to say, fucking get that heresy out of here. Xenos scum. Get yourself purged talking shit like that. I actually heard that on a podcast earlier. It was some bird talking about how having the UFC and like various other just like violent outlets is actually like healthy.
Totally paleo.
And very paleo. Maybe not because they use padded gloves and they fight in like spandex and stuff.
You could do padded gloves in paleo, you right?
I'm like, please don't
wrap banana
actually-
leaves around your hands. Or something.
just get the banana store. Get yourself
So
some.
would they be
Get
like,
yourself some gloves.
would they be 8 ounce or could you like put out a press release to call for 4 ounce?
No, it's
Well, you
4
couldn't-
ounces, man.
You couldn't
It's
do it in
UFC.
ounces. It would have to be like half rock.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Just put out a press release
4 pebbles.
in the cave paintings.
Stone release.
Yeah, stone release. Cave painting release.
Boulder release. You actually roll it to the next village.
Yeah. Just write it on it and then roll it to the next.
Yeah.
Only if it's downhill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Rock of Ages, literally. Put out the press boulder release, like calling your opponent to use 4 ounce, but 4 rock banana leaves, half rock banana leaves instead of full rock banana leaves.
Yeah.
In your upcoming fight,
And
in
you
your
just make
upcoming
like a cage out of
Clash of the Titans,
like tigers.
where it's literally
Tiger
just,
cage.
Tiger cage.
there's no rounds.
If you try and leave, you get eaten.
because one of you's
It's
gonna
like Gladiator.
Yeah.
Except
Oh,
paleo.
the floor tigers. Yeah, I want some of them. If I ever get a house, that's what I want in it.
Floor
Just a
tigers.
floor tiger. Yeah, just in case. Just it would get you out of awkward dinner conversations, like when someone you don't like pictures up at your house and you kind of didn't want to invite them, but you kind of had to, and they're just like,
Just put them on the tiger
his name's
seat.
Jerry. It's always going to be Jerry. You're just like floor tiger. He just gets eaten.
Bye bye, Jerry.
What a shame.
Awkward.
Oh, jeez.
So awkward.
Have you seen the new Rick and Morty?
Yes.
So good. I'm actually not going to talk about that because that spoiler is
No
fun.
spoilers.
Yeah, 'cause it's not out on Netflix
Yeah,
yet.
loads of it's going into my new article as well. Or maybe not that episode, but like just Rick and Morty nonsense in general. It's great. Nobody knows if Beth is a robot or not.
Stab, stab, stab.
I still think the best stabby reference is Roberto from Futurama.
Yeah.
I practice my stabbing.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Ray? You scared? Stab, stab. Stab, stab.
That guy and the clamps guy from the Gangster Robots are like the favorite
Oh,
robots.
clamp him.
Should I give him the clamps? It's like, no.
Not everything can be
Shut
solved
up
with
about your
clamps.
clamps. So much weed.
We recording?
Yeah, but I mean, you can edit it.
Yeah, I know.
Fix it in post. Polish it up.
Polish
recording.
it. Polish the turd.
Polish it.
Polish it till it's shiny and chrome.
I'm gonna
Forever.
chrome the fuck out of this turd.
Forever shiny and chrome. I thought they did that and they found out you could. I'm pretty sure Mythbusters
What,
literally...
polish a turd to
they-
chrome?
Well, no.
How hard does the turd need to be? Like, does it need to dry the
Fuck's
turd, or
sake.
how does it work?
I don't know, but they definitely did it. They definitely got like a sphere of shit from somewhere and polished it to like about as well as you could probably.
Google Mythbusters polishing shit.
It just comes up with their whole show.
Yeah, I was about to say, just look for the picture. Go look at the picture.
The picture.
Yeah, there's down. Just click the image. You don't need the video. It's like 4 fucking minutes or some shit. But you definitely can polish a shit.
Yeah, it's pretty polished.
Yeah, look at it. That's like a shiny sphere of
That is a
poop.
shiny bit of shit.
Yeah, exactly. You definitely can.
Oh well, so you definitely can polish a turd then.
Yeah, so by that
That gives us hope!
Yeah. we're gonna get that Joe Rogan money. Finally.
Episode 4, A New Hope. Found out you can polish a turd. I mean, even me saying those words is going to get us sued by Disney and George Lucas, but who cares? So, this is technically meant to be the outro, guys. So, I mean, I very much doubt you gained anything interesting from the
Yeah, I
topic
think
we covered.
we mentioned paleo a lot. I don't know if we actually discussed the topic in any kind of meaningful
Well, I mean,
manner.
once we
but-
kind of figured out that it's dumb and you should just eat carbs, after that it was just all free range. That's very paleo.
That's
But,
very paleo.
So yeah, there's essentially a long list of memes that are paleo / not paleo and infectious.
Memes are definitely not paleo.
No, memes are not paleo. But anyway, despite paleo or not, this is the outro, guys, and we'll see you hopefully in 2 weeks. We're trying to do this
Yeah.
pan-weekly thing.
Yeah, bi-weekly.
Pan-weekly.
I think,
Pan-weekly.
pan-weekly. I think,
LGBT plus every week.
hopefully we'll have a guest on next time, so it's not just
Hopefully.
our ugly mugs.
Yeah.
We'll get someone mildly attractive.
We'll get
on.
someone that can sit in the love seat.
Oh, the cuddle chair. Yeah, we'll get the cuddle chair in.
And there's one last thing to leave you guys with. Oh no. Edit
Post.
that. Edit that.
Yeah.
Fix it in post.
to Jurassic Park.